Guys, welcome to another episode of WOF. Now, this is actually a second take. The first version I started doing, I actually ballsed it up. So, I am back doing a second take, and honestly, everything has been going wrong for me today. So, to start off, the first figure I've got to show today, again, it is again for me, but not for you. But again, the first figure I've got to show is the new Build-A-Figure Doc Hendrix figure. Now, I don't like the suit. I don't like that pink suit. I really don't think it suits him at all. I don't even remember him using a pink suit like that. I honestly don't, but I don't remember absolutely every bit of detail of everybody in WWE, unfortunately. But yes, probably the nicest addition to this figure was actually, and this has to be probably one of the most pitiful things to even be saying is the best part, and it is the microphone. Because it's actually got the Royal Rumble logo on it, the really old school one. Now, the way I look at it is with Doc Hendrix, for me, he was a more... I know he did a lot of interviewing back in the day, but for me, I remember him more from In Your House. So it would have been a nice addition to have had an In Your House microphone, to have gone with the new gen arena, which came with a In Your House ring skirt. Now, because I don't like that pink suit, I fortunately had a spare Vince McMahon body. So this to me suits the Doc Hendrix figure more, and it sort of, to me, it gives a bit more the WrestleMania and In Your House look. I honestly don't remember him wearing coloured suits. I know he's a bit of a colourful guy when it comes to what he wears, because if you see like the documentaries of WWE, some of the stuff he wears, he still wears from, well, it looks like something that even I would dress up in the 90s. But yes, the Doc Hendrix figure is actually, it's pretty good, but I prefer the head being on the Vince McMahon body, and I will keep the pink suit for possibly Seth Rollins or somebody else. I'll find somebody for it. Anyway, one thing I would say about the Doc Hendrix figure, it actually looks a bit different when you look on camera now. But when I was in my room with it, when I had it in my room and before bringing it out to the man cave and everything, his hair is near enough the same colour as his skin. Now to me that should be a lot more blonder, a bit more yellower, but unfortunately we can't have our way with everything. But yeah, it's not a bad figure. So let's get back. Let's get to the important part of this video, which is, now before I start doing this, obviously this is a second take. I've already had this out the box twice now, because I tried it. Well, not tried it. I got it out of the box to have a look at it. When I got it, when I first got it, because when I got it, this sellotape here was already open, and I got it from Amazon, and I was a bit skeptic as to whether it had been sent back, and I received somebody's old figure. Fortunately for me, that is not the case, and it was a brand new figure because the rest of the packaging was sealed. Now, as you can see, the hands are not in there. This is because it's the second take. I had already taken the hands out and I couldn't be bothered putting them back in because, honest to God, trying to get the hands out of the packaging, seriously, because they put parts of the plastic embedded into the plastic casing. It's not. It hurts if you can't get a grip of it properly. So, anyway, enough of my complaining about the hands on packaging. This is the new Bret Hart figure. Now, one word of warning: I'm going to be very careful with it this time, because on the first take, these are actually different glasses on the figure. The first take, and in all honesty, AJWF did put a bit of a warning out on his video. The glasses fell off and I can't find them. They will be in here somewhere, but I've not found them since the first take, and I decided to do a second take. So, the Bret Hart glasses, be very careful. Mine were originally held on with a elastic band. Now, AJWF, when he showed his video, is just dropped off. Now, I don't know whether he'd already taken the elastic band off, but if I remember rightly, the elastic band was still there, but it had actually come off the glasses. So the glasses just fell off as soon as he picked it out of the box. These ones are off the SummerSlam 92 Bret, and they seem to have actually stayed on better than the actual Ultimate glasses. In fact, whilst we are on the subject of glasses, another thing that AJWF on YouTube pointed out. Now, we all know that these glasses come with most of the Bret Harts, and they just slide on the face. Now, Jakks Pacific made glasses for a Bret Hart figure, and they actually made them in with like a little material that was shiny, and they had an elastic band that actually went round the head. Now, with the WWE Ultimates being premium figures, to me, that is something that they should be adding to the Ultimate Edition figures, like a material type glasses, and that go over your head, and you know, I botched up again with this video because I was actually going to put my Bret Hart glasses on that I've got in the house, but I forgot to bring them out with me. And in all honesty, I couldn't be bothered going back in. I couldn't be bothered. So, anyway. So, let's continue on with the review. Now, a lot of people, well, probably not everybody, but there's some people out there that will know exactly what event this attire is from. And I've seen him in all pink twice, as far as I'm aware. But the only one I can really remember is WrestleMania 9. Now, if I'm right by saying the WrestleMania 9 pink was actually a lot darker. So this is based on whatever the other event was when he was in all pink. And as you can see, I've dropped the arm on the floor. As you can see, he's got the pink top. So when I picked the arm up, Beepo, I'm back. No, I didn't go for a trip, AJ. So this one seems to be being a bit of an arse. Get in there. Get in the hole. Yes. Speaking of holes. Yes. I think AJ and Jimmy Wrestling knew this was coming. Why on earth did Bret Hart have to have ventilation underneath his armpits? I mean, seriously, this is the kind of accessory a woman would wear, where they have their armpits probably showing underneath. This figure, these holes should be flush. They should not be showing the armpits like that. I mean, come on, Mattel. You can't tell me you couldn't have added a few more inches to that, seriously. I mean, the arms pull out. As we know, the arms pull out. But when you see the size of that hole, and see, now I'm putting that in there, if you can see, and there is plenty, there's too much space. To me, that should be a lot more flush. I've seen things with smaller holes. A polo mint. Even a bloody donut. Even Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch have smaller holes.
Oh my God. Did he just say that?
Did he just say that? Vader, please tell me he didn't just say that.
Damn!
Whoop.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
In their jackets, behave yourselves. In their jackets at the Ultimate figures. Just you lot. I could just imagine it now. I could just imagine that the Kevin Hart man that goes around. What? I mean, seriously. But yeah, the Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey holes on their jackets were smaller than that. I'm sure they were. There was never a massive big gap. I mean, I could be wrong, but they could be bigger holes. But yeah, I mean, that is, for me, the only downside of this figure. Right, I need to get the rest of the stuff out of this box now, which I've already done twice. So, that's the arms. That's the arms and the head out. Now, this Bret face, I quite like it, but at the same time, I think they did a better job with the very first Ultimate figure of Bret Hart with the faces. The one thing I hate is the face with the hair over the top. I mean, at least this Bret's got a smile on his face, unlike this one. He looks miserable as sin, and this one doesn't look much better. But yeah, I think the first Ultimate Edition faces with the little bit of facial hair effect looked better. These look more like an Elite style head rather than Ultimates. That head looks like it's just the same one as the SummerSlam 92 version, so in all honesty, yeah, I think they could have done better. Now, another thing that I'm sure AJ has mentioned on his video. This figure was on Amazon and it came up £30. Now, I missed out. Because it said when it was £30. Jimmy Wrestling told me and AJ about it. We ended up missing out. It then reappeared on Amazon at £40. It went up by a tenner by the time when it came back on. Now, I know my friend AJ ordered his and then he decided to cancel it. Because, in all honesty, when another friend has got this same figure for £30 and Amazon decided to put it up by what? By £10 and charge £40, it's a bit ridiculous. However, I, fortunately enough, went on Amazon probably about maybe a week or a couple of weeks later, and it reappeared again at £32. Now, I don't understand why the prices changed. Why would it be £30, then go to £40, then go back down to £32? Some people say it could be that the £40 ones were third-party sellers. Basically, scalpers. That's my view of it. Because there are probably people that have bought them at £30 and thought, oh yeah, let's make an extra tenner. And they would probably put postage on top of that as well. But don't shoot me down. Don't shoot the messenger down. It might not have been that. It may very well have been Amazon's just being, well, glitchy. But yeah, it just doesn't add up that the price changed the way it did. So, but anyway, so let's just, I mean, people would have seen all this and be done and everything. You take the arms out, take the jacket off, then you get your other arms. Get your other arms to put in so that he is in his wrestling gear. Obviously you get the other set of hands and everything. I'm actually going to take the hands out of the sleeves because I would not actually use those hands in the sleeves, because the sleeves, obviously, part of his entrance, he's more than likely going to be going like this at some point. So that is where my hands, my open hands, will be going, in the sleeves. The same as the other Ultimate Bret. If I have to say something about holes again, seriously, I can't get it in the hole. I can't. Because the thing keeps moving as I'm trying to put it in the hole. The joint. Come on, get in the hole. Come on. Seriously. Come on. What? Sorry, my neighbour's cat's just come in and meowed at me. What, Moses? What do you want? He's a funny little thing, he is. I've got two of my own. And we've practically got two adopted ones from across the neighbourhood that keep coming to our house. But he's just dashed into my house and meow at me and then walked off. He's gone back to the house now. But yeah, anyway, back onto the subject. Still trying to get the hands in the holes. Right, they're in. Hands are in the holes, and I've still got to get the other ones again. That is when he's in his fighting gear. Now, another gripe that I have about the Ultimate figures. These are practically premium figures. So why? I don't know whether I've actually got it on the side. Bear with me. I might have it on here. If I haven't, then I'll just have to explain it. Oh, Bret, where are you? Is that... No, that's... I've got loads of figures on the side at the moment, from other videos and everything that I haven't put away or anything yet. I can't. No. It doesn't look like he's here. So, previously the... Was it Royal Rumble? Or WrestleMania series? That came with the Bret Hart in his shorts. It was previously a Toys R Us exclusive, I think, as well. And anyway, if you know, you know. If you don't, you could probably do a bit of research and find it. These are premium figures, as I say. Now, the Royal Rumble series or WrestleMania series, whichever it was, the top and the bottom of the elbow pads, they actually put a white strip, which is what Bret Hart used to always have. But they've never ever done it on any of the other figures. Now, I sit and think to myself, did he have just all black elbow pads at some point? Or was it always that he had white strips around the top? Depending on whatever the make of the elbow pads were. But I don't understand why they've never done it on any of the other Brets. They've only ever done it on that WrestleMania Bret Hart. And in all honesty, it bugs me a little bit, because I would prefer to have had the white strips around the top and bottom of the elbow pads, because it made it look more authentic to Bret Hart. Because that's what he used to wear. He always wore elbow pads, as far as I'm aware, with a white strip along the top. I think it was just a case of this, whatever the inside looks like, a little bit sort of showed on the outside. But they've never done it on any other figure, and I don't understand why. So I think Mattel owe collectors to actually start dealing them out. I mean, even The Undertaker, for example, he went through a stage where he had an elbow pad that had a hole on this. I'm losing my balance in the chair. He had a hole on this part of the elbow here, where his elbow would actually show through and come out. And he went through a phase where he was wearing an elbow pad like that for many years. And obviously he did stop wearing that elbow pad, but it was more when he was his American Badass gimmick. I think he may possibly have wore it actually when he returned as the Dead Man. My mind has gone blank as to which era he was in when he was using the elbow pad, but it's just that something that little bit different that could have been put on as a accessory. Same with the Bret Hart Ultimate, the elbow pads having the white strips along the top would have made it look a lot more authentic towards Bret Hart. So yeah, I'm just trying to find words to say here. Hey, anyway, judging by this figure, what would I rate it? I would give it at least a 7 or 8 out of 10. Because Mattel, they've done well, because obviously you've got all the usual design underneath there, on his back, on the back and on the sides. You've got his boots, with the stars and stuff on. Although one of these boots has got something on it, but I think that's just a factory mishap. But it's a 7 or 8 out of 10 for me, because of the jacket for one, with the big holes. I can see you. But apart from the big holes in the jacket, which they've done previously on that Bret, you would have thought they would have amended it by now, but no, it's Mattel for you. They do this all the time. Because it is exactly the same jacket as they had on the black top version. It's the exact same jacket top, just with a different design printed on, and then obviously the sleeves are different compared to this one as well. But this figure, it's a great one to have in your collection. So don't let my negatives talk you out of getting it. If you are a Bret Hart fan and you would love this figure, get it. See if you can get it on Amazon at 32 quid. It seems to have stayed around that pricing at the moment, but then I haven't looked for a few days, so it could very well have gone up. It could very well have even gone out of stock again. I don't know. But if you are a Bret Hart fan, this is definitely one to add to your collection. Just don't get charged overpriced for it, because it is not worth any more than any other figure, just because it's an Ultimate Edition. Obviously, if you have to buy it from America, then obviously you would have to pay more. But if you can get it from the UK and you can get it at a proper price and not a premium import price, then get it from the UK, a proper UK thing, because I got this for 32 quid. Some people got it for 30. So I did pay 2 quid extra. Shock horror. So yeah, unfortunately that is all for this video, and I will be back as soon as I can. This weekend I will be going to the For the Love of Wrestling event. So if you are going to the For the Love of Wrestling, look out for me. I'll be there with a WOF t-shirt that I've had made. I will be there. So if you see me, just say hi or whatever. If you see me and you don't want to say hi, then oh well. So until next time, I'm out.